the STEM education. We have the STEM Center where we went to do this documentary that you watched. I believe that as we go along this morning, we're going to be speaking to Mrs. Olivia Sewopari, Director STEM Education, National STEM Resource Center, Cantonment, that's the Ghana Education Service. And then also Mr. Kwesi Abankwa, who is the head of corporate and international affairs and doubles as the head of protocol at the minister's office. Stay tuned. We're going to be with you today and have a beautiful conversation, which is about the mathematics in STEM education. God bless you. Stay tuned.
This is the Transformation Agenda series on education with Abraham Adu.
Class 91.3 FM. Class 91.3 FM. Now that's my station.
You are listening to the Transformation Agenda series on education with Abraham Adu.
Good morning to you, Honorable Dr. Yao Osei Educhum, Minister for Education. You're doing so well for this country. We appreciate you so much. And thanks to the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for choosing you and making you the Minister for Education. You've brought a huge transformation to this country. Good morning to you, Honorable Reverend John Intim-Fojo, Deputy Minister for Education, General Education. Good morning to you, Honorable Gitu Chumampofo, Deputy Minister for Education, TVET. And good morning to you, all the directors of education across the 16 regions of this country. Thank you very much for your support, making sure that the minister is working so hard, supporting his agenda. That's why we are here. And those of you at the Minister's Secretariat, God bless you so much. Lawyer Ijare, our Sister Sharon, Auntie Agi, Madam Afran, Reginald, God bless you. You are doing so well for this country. And all teachers, all of you who went to write the exam, those of you who passed and those who didn't, at least you are making an effort to make sure that you go to the classroom to teach. We want to have quality education. We also want to produce quality teachers so we can produce quality students.
This is the Transformation Agenda series on education with Abraham Adu.
Class 91.3.
Good morning to you, those in the Volta region, who FM, you are listening to us live. I want to say good morning to all of you.
Has stood up, then the teacher in chief of Ghana has to stand up. Our profession lends itself to standing up to teach and standing up to deliver. I'm so excited to be here at this. A very warm welcome to my colleagues from the United States of America who are visiting the country and they are part of this big road show. This is an open house. We want the good people of Ghana to see the investment their tax cities are making in the future of this country. The great investment being made by the President of the Republic so that the future of this nation will be bright and brighter than what we find today. I'm so grateful to the headmistress of this school. I call her Her Excellency the STEM Ambassador. There could be no better ambassador of STEM than a young headmistress of Accra High School. We also have the leader who is leading the fight at the STEM Center. Madam, we are grateful to you for your leadership and for the work that you are doing here. So you can see the ladies are in charge and they are driving the STEM agenda of the Republic of Ghana. We are beginning from Accra High, an existing high school almost 100 years old, where they have embraced STEM and they are leading the charge. In fact, they've graduated from STEM to STEAM, adding the creative arts as part of our STEM agenda. I know that other schools around the country can't wait to become part of this great effort.
This is the Transformation Agenda series on education with WORDRADIO.
That was a bit of what the Minister for Education shared at the STEM Promotion and Roadshow. STEM Promotion Roadshow at Accra High School. So Mr. Kwesi Bankwa is the head of corporate and international affairs, doubles as the head of protocol at the minister's office. He's on the line to talk to us. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Abraham.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm blessed. How about you?
We are good as well. I can feel the tiredness in your voice.
Sure.
You are working so hard. God bless you for your support for the Minister for Education. You are doing so well. We appreciate all that you are doing to make sure that he works and gets the outcome that he desires. Well, so talk to us about the STEM Promotion Roadshow. Why did we organize it and what is its importance?
Okay. First of all, let me say a very good morning to your beautiful and wonderful listeners across the country. And I'll use this opportunity to commend you for the giant strides you are doing.
God bless you.
To support the Honorable Minister. I believe we will both tap in that glory. As you bless me, I bless you too.
Amen. Amen.
Anyways, so you really understand that after giving access to Ghanaian children to access quality education, the next step is to provide quality education to them. And if you look at the 21st century environment, STEM is the way to go. Ghana is on the path of getting to the stage where Ghanaian children are soon going to pick up jobs from other countries and stay in Ghana and be working. We need to prepare the critical mass with a critical mind to assess the job opportunities in the 21st century. So if you're a country and you want to double step your work to getting closer to the developed or pairing with the Western countries, then you should look at how you can use education to transform the economic fortune, and that is what this government is doing. So yes, this government has been promoting STEM, investing a lot in STEM, and I mean, we all have appreciated what is being done. But there's the need to expand our communication mechanism to get Ghanaians, our mothers in the market, our fathers or in the farms, and my sisters and brothers across the country to understand and know what I mean. If we talk about investment in STEM education, the direction the minister, the current Minister for Education, Dr. Edutrum, is giving to the education sector, they need to have a feel of how it is. So the Ministry of Information is collaborating with the Ministry of Education to embark on a nationwide road show where we would be visiting the various STEM centers, the state-of-the-art STEM facilities, and tell Ghanaians, and this time it's not the government, the students are going to tell Ghanaians the impact of STEM education in their lives, where they are going to go. And the ministers will use the platform to explain further, I mean, clearly, the direction they've given to the sector. So it's in fact, it's a great thing that we've done. I will use this opportunity to comment on our Minister for Information, on our Kojo Mponguma and his team for making their steps, themselves available to support the Ministry of Education, talk about or communicate about STEM and the strides we are doing in STEM education.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Kwesi Abankwah, thank you very much for coming through to us. We are grateful. Keep working, and I believe that Ghana will remember you one day. We are proud of you.
But before I go,
yes,
permit me to use this opportunity to share with Ghanaians what the minister has done. From Wednesday, he was out of the country to solicit for investment opportunities, not loans. Investment opportunities for the sector, people to come and support the education sector, the initiatives we are in the education sector. But beyond that, on the Wednesday, we all know the project happening that occurred now that happened to our late footballer, Christian Achu.
Yeah.
When it happened, the football club he was playing, he used to play for, in England, saw the need to help complete his legacy project. I'm happy to use your platform for the first time to broadcast Ghanaians that when the minister got to know that Newcastle FC had taken the initiative, the ministry approached and solicited to collaborate with them. Now, God willing, the Monday, the team from Newcastle FC, arms around the world, are coming, and together with the Ministry of Education, we are going to commission the Christian Achu's legacy project for school in Kenya.
Great.
I mean, this is what we have been, sector minister and the Ministry of Education, directors, and everybody working in there are doing. We want to give to the clear direction to the education sector, a direction that is non-political, a direction that will see that every Ghanaian children access quality education. We may not be where we want to be, but we are certainly not where we used to be. The way is bright, and we can see at the end of the tunnel that Ghana is going to be transformed.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Kwesi Abankwah. Mr. Kwesi Abankwah is the head of corporate and international affairs at the Ministry of Education, doubles as the head of protocol at the minister's office. Thank you very much, Mr. Abankwah. We are grateful. Bye. Bye. Bye.
This is the Transformation Agenda series on education with Abraham.
Classmates of 1.3 FM. Now that's my station.
Class 99.3, incredible, compelling, and complete.
So we don't move Sunday. Woman, your teacher for the competition. When you almost want the guy. I want the false one. When you got the false one, woman, the false one. Now, more neighbor, now Sunday. That's it. Or that's it. A very kissing.
because I want to help shape the life of the next generation.
There's never a better time to teach children than at those formative early ages. Once you prioritize that, you give them a head start.
We work as a team and we work to produce results.
We need to improve our teaching of reading so that literacy levels will rise for our nation.
Teaching students in their mother tongue boosts their morale and helps them to participate very well during lesson delivery.
They are very happy coming to school regularly because they know that when they come, they will also be given the chance to talk and participate.
The head teacher provides all the necessary resources that we need.
The most important way of improving basic education is when you improve the quality of the teacher. I always tell of the story of two guys who were behind me at the domestic airport at Kotoka, coming from Kumasi. They were giggling when we got to the domestic airport. And I was curious as to what they were talking about. So I was kind
This
of
is the
eavesdropping on
Transformation
them. And I
Agenda
heard them
series
say,
on education
wow,
with
Ghana,
Abraham
we are
Edu.
so blessed. Our domestic airport is better than the international airport of Niger. But I was also saying to myself, I hope these guys have gone to Dubai and they can compare our international airport to that of Dubai and laugh at the same time. Ghana is blessed as a nation. We are doing way better than a number of other countries, but therein lies our Achilles heel, so to speak. We get excited that we are better than these countries whose names I will not mention. But what we forget to know is that we can be one of the best in the world. And that we should not be happy because we are better than some other country in West Africa. We have to challenge ourselves to understand that we can compete with Vietnam and compete with South Korea and compete with all these countries if we create that sense of urgency among ourselves that our performance at this time, that is one of the best in sub-Saharan Africa, is not good enough for Ghana. Ghana can do better.
All right, thank you very much. Good morning once again. So it's time for our conversation this morning. I'm here with Mr. Harry Buenote Agbugula, who is a mathematics teacher at Accra High School, an instructor at Accra STEAM Center. If so those of you who watched the documentary on the STEAM or the STEM documentary that we had from the Accra STEM Center, he was the teacher that was behind is it a 3D machine? Yes, all right. So he was there. Now, this is a great scientist who is here with us. We're going to talk about the study of mathematics. You know, STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And so we're going to look at the mathematics aspect of the STEM education. He has a book here that we're going to also talk about. And I just want to believe that you listen to us. If you call through the lines, if you call us when the phone lines are activated, the first two people that are going to call and get through to us are going to get one copy of the books that he's brought here, and he's going to talk to us about the book as well. And I believe that some of us have challenges when we talk about mathematics, but this morning what you're going to be listening to is going to help you to understand maths well and to do well in mathematics. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Buenote Agbugula. Buenote, yeah, yes, Buenote Agbugula. I like the Agbugula. What's the meaning of Agbugula? It sounds like a looter.
Oh no, it's not a looter. It's a beautiful name.
I know it's a beautiful name. Yeah. All right, but before we go, we come to you. Let's see. We're trying to get to Mrs. Opari. Mrs. Opari is the director. Yeah, so she's your boss. She's your boss. So she's the director of STEM Education, National STEM Resource Center, the Ghana Education Service. Good morning to you, madam. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, okay. So Mr. Buenote Agbugula, talk to us. So my question is, how is Accra STEAM Center doing?
Oh, Accra STEAM Center is doing very well. On generally on a daily basis.
Yes.
We receive students from the primary school through to from primary school JHS up to the SHS level.
Wow.
Where we expose them to the basic concept in STEAM that is required for our evolving global labor market.
Great.
Now, when it comes to the Accra STEAM Center, the whole program is structured in 4 classrooms.
Yeah.
So we have a program for the upper primary that exposes them to early programming using what we call the We Do. And with the We Do, they seek to build robots.
Okay.
Which seeks to solve our day-to-day problem, like rescuing people from natural disaster.
Okay, I think your boss is on the line. We'll come back. Thank you very much, Robot. Don't forget we are there. Good morning.
A very good morning to you, sir.
Hey, Mrs. Opare.
Hello, sir.
We are happy to hear your voice this morning.
Happy to hear from you too,
You
sir.
are blessed and highly favored.
Thank you so much. So you are.
Thank you very much.
You're
So
welcome,
you
sir.
are championing STEM education in Ghana. How far are we with the STEM education?
Thank you so much, sir. For STEM education, we have gone far. Since the establishment of the STEM policy and then the establishment of our STEM-based curriculum right from preschool to senior high school under the able leadership of our own Minister for Education, who is in the person of Honorable Dr. Yao Ose Educhum. STEM education is all over.
Wonderful.
And it has become a household song. In our schools, right from preschool to senior high school, the language is now STEM education.
Wow.
And every learner is talking about STEM because that is the order of the day with the support of our Papa STEM. That is Honorable Dr. Sal.
Thank you very much. Now, you have been going around schools and you've been having this practicals with them. We are the STEAM. We were with you at Infantaman.
Yes, please.
Yes, and you've been going to Kwasi and all these places. What do you see the students do with the STEM education?
Thank you once again. For the STEM education, learners see it as not a class, but then they see it as an integral part of everything that they do that will lead them into their tomorrow's job, even right from today to tomorrow, and the jobs that they will do for centuries. Because STEM education is purely practical, acquisition of skills, what one can do with the hands, with the mind, and the heart. So it is purely skills. And these are learners, they have taken much interest because it is not what you know. Now they've come to realize that STEM education is all about using what you know, doing with what you know to solve challenges, to solve problems, societal problems, of course. And as a result of that, these learners, they have been engaged in challenges, in sanitation, in energy, in waste management. And they are really making good use of the knowledge that they've gained through research work by thinking critically, becoming innovative, and then becoming creative to give us solutions to our contemporary challenges in our society, such as Ghana. And all thanks must be given to the Honorable Minister.
Thank you very much
for making our curriculum so
good. Now, I want to ask you a final question. Someone is listening to us and is hearing STEM. Can you just use 1 minute to tell us what STEM is all about? What is STEM?
Thank you so much, sir. STEM is not a class you teach. It's a culture you build. STEM is not teaching with robots and rockets. It's relevant. real world learning opportunities for every learner. STEM is not about being a nerd. It's about connecting learning to our passions and interests. And it is an integral part of today's job and the jobs that people have done for centuries. So that is STEM for you.
Thank you very much. We will make time and have a long chat with you so people can appreciate what this whole STEM is about. We want to also add on to what you said about the Minister for Education, Honorable Doctor. He's giving birth to 3 babies, 3 new babies. I call one Gallop, I call one Geop, and I call one STEM.
Yeah.
And these are all a triplet, Huawei Basa, and other babies that we don't know about. But these ones, we can see them because they are walking.
Yes,
so we can see them. Mrs. Opare, God bless you so much for what you are doing for this country. I saw and heard the minister talk about you at the roadshow at Accra High, how you are championing STEM education. And we are so proud of you. I want you to know that we are all happy that you are championing this cause. And God bless you. Keep doing it. We appreciate you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right. God bless you.
We love you too.
Take care of yourself. You are blessed. You are blessed, Mama. You are blessed and highly favored. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. Thank you. So that was Mrs. Olivia Sewopare, Director STEM Education, National STEM Resource Center, Cantonment. He works with the Ghana Education Service. Good morning to you once again for listening to us. We hope that you're going to enjoy the rest of our conversation as well. I'm here with Mr. Agbugula.
Yes, please.
All right. You were talking about robots.
Yes.
So someone is asking me, I mean, I've seen people watch the documentary or some of the STEM projects, the videos, and they will see students using robots and all that. Robot will cry. What is the importance of using the robot? What does this add to the student? What is the use of the robot all about? What does it mean, and what is it?
Basically, the robot helps to execute routine daily actions, which we do.
Okay.
As you know, so once it's routine, the robot could be designed to perform those tasks. And one significant thing about the robot is it also aids in doing tasks or performing tasks which are beyond the strength of human beings.
Okay.
It also aids in performing tasks which are generally hazardous or have high risk of endangering our health. So the robot is designed to execute those.
So
this is just a few.
Great. If I understand, I mean, you're giving us a lot of revelations here. If I understand what you're saying, what it means is that without robots, there are a lot of things we can't do. That's what it means, because you talk about tasks that are very difficult for human. Maybe you have people who are going close to where fire is, or certain areas where they can easily be harmed or hurt. And so the robot doesn't have that kind of feeling, that doesn't use blood in their veins and doesn't have bones that will break. And so these robots that they are using them to be able to have that understanding of creating or forming them so that they can perform tasks that human beings are supposed to perform, which are difficult. And going into the era where it's all about technology, we are also preparing our students to be able to do these things so that they don't get out of the job market. That's what it means. Great.
And I think I started talking about the center.
Yes.
So the first class, we call it the purple class. That introduces the students to early programming using what's called the We Do.
Okay.
Then we have the next class, that's the green class, and that's basically for JHS students.
Okay.
And it also exposes them on using the simple empowered machine. So where the pulleys, the levers are introduced in the unit that has been built in the first class. Then we have the blue class, where the main robotics come in over there.
Okay.
So there the students are made to build, and then they introduce the sensors, the touch sensors. I think when you are going to some shopping malls, as you approach the door opens by itself. So that's a sensor that has been put in. That's a touch sensor to sense you approaching, and then it opens.
Okay.
So in the blue class, they are exposed to that. Then we have the yellow class where the students are taught the basic electronics, and then they learn how to use the screwdriver to join parts, and then there are program remotes which are used to control them. And we use the Tetris over there. Then one significant thing about the center is the lab.
Okay.
We have the lab which have the Benchmill 6000. We have the 3D printers.
Okay.
Now the Benchmill 6000 is used for engraving.
Okay.
Every ship have the Benchmill machine. Now what it does is on the high sea, if a part of a machine or a part of the ship is broken, instead of they coming ashore, which may take days, they just go in, design, and then fit in.
Wow.
And then they move on.
Wow.
So that is why the STEM education is significant, irrespective of the field in which you seek to endeavor.
Wow.
So if you want to be go into marine courses, it is significant over there. Then again, we have the 3D printers. Now the 3D printer, the benchmark and the 3D printers, we don't do the designing, the engraving manually. Programs are written. So it's everything is about artificial intelligence, about programming, and that's what we do over there. So we program, and then the engraving is done. With the 3D also, we write the codes, we use the G codes to do the coding, and then we mold. Now our plates, our cups that we see around, all are 3D printed. Now on June 4th, I listened to a documentary in one of our stations that talk about surgery that was carried out by the neurosurgeons in the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, where they use what a new technology they call awake surgery. Now, at a point in time, when the head of engineering of the Greater Accra Regional Hospital was called on to explain the phenomenon they use, he mentioned 3D printing. And he said at a section, they use the 3D printer to print some sections, to mold some sections, and they go into fitting. This means that even in medicine, if you want to go into medicine, the center or the basic that we are building now for STEM education, introducing the young ones to the concept of STEM is significant over there. So that in medicine, once the students are exposed to that, you get to the medical field and they are talking about 3D printing, it will not be anything strange to them, but they have already been exposed. So in fact, the center is really doing well and is really building the mindset, encouraging critical thinking, innovation for our young ones. And we want to commend His Excellency the President and the Minister of Education for this great work and for this vigor that is being introduced into this phenomena. And I will entreat all to really be part of it. And so what we do is we also encourage the young ones, even after they are exposed, they themselves have that desire to proceed on to be part of the SHS, the STEM SHS, as well those who are now at the GSS and want to about completing. And in Accra High School, we have the pre-engineering class. Always when they come to the center, they are excited. And the excitement with which they always run to the center when it is time for their class is just so marvelous. And so basically that's what happens at the center.
Wow, thank you very much for giving us all this information. I'm so grateful. In all, let's say in a week, how many students do you get in touch with?
In fact, we have a structured program. But generally, in a week, I can say we receive about 500 students, about 500 students in a week.
All right, now let's look at the book that you've written. You didn't write any book on English language or social studies. Why did you choose to write a book on mathematics?
Yes, to start with, mathematics, I say, is an embodiment of life. You cannot do without mathematics. It is an essential part of our life. I didn't start by being a mathematics enthusiastic. I wasn't so much. In fact, I didn't enjoy my maths at my early years in school. That's at the JHS. I was always praying for the day government would take maths out of the syllabus. But in fact, God didn't answer that prayer. So at SHS, when I had the opportunity to choose between biology and elective maths as a science student, I opted for biology. Because I was afraid of elective mathematics. And for core maths, because it was compulsory, I had no option but to adjust to it. And for all the subjects I happened to read at the I was admitted to read at the SHS or the SSS during those days. It was only for core maths that I prayed to God to help me get E And those days when you get E, you
Yeah.
qualify for the university.
Yeah.
So I prayed to God to help me get E. But for all the others, I knew I could work
Your way out.
within and I could work out and get my A in it. So we started the course, and then I was always punctual and attentive in class, listening to the directive given by the teacher. And one of our teachers, Mr. Jacob Abuchati, he, after every lesson, he always give a lot of exercises to go and practice. And I make sure I always do all the exercises that he give. Now, when I got to Form 2, I now saw that, with what I was doing, I don't deserve an E.
Okay.
And gradually, I ended up by getting an A in core maths at the SSS level.
Wow, that was good.
Now, in my career as a teacher.
So before you continue from there, so what do you think gave you the A?
A lot of factors. First of all, I want to recognize the God factor in it. I pray to God to help me get E, and He helped me to get an A.
But
and
your human effort
yes,
was what?
Human
That's
effort.
what I want to know.
I was punctual in class.
Okay.
And I made sure I practiced all the exercises that I was given. I made sure I practiced all the exercises that I was given by my teachers. And maths is basically about practice. So once you practice all that you are asked to do, you are able to make your grade. At a point in time, I also have to enroll in extra classes. I have to enroll in extra classes so as to be able to make it. And basically, these are the human effort. I can remember one of my teachers, Mr. Tuga. I'm always with him. There are times I have to walk on the hot sun to his house. I was staying at near the Dove Park at Adanfo, and he was staying at a place called Tushimikope. At time during the hot day, at the midday, I'll have to walk from my house to his house so as to so as to enable him to check my work. And these were the things I did that also aided me.
I asked you that question because when minister was, going on his tours, one of the things he told the students is that it's the same question that the WAEC keep asking. So he told them to keep going back and going over the past questions or solving questions. So that's why I asked you that question.
Yes,
so
and mathematics is basically about concepts.
Okay.
Maths is basically about concepts. Once you get the concept, then you practice.
Okay.
Now, students
so
don't
I like
do
the
well,
practice.
Yes. Students don't do well in maths because they feel they can study maths. The approach they use in studying other subjects, they can use the same is for studying maths.
Okay.
But
Tell
that
us.
does not work out that way.
I see.
Maths, you just focus on the concept. Once you get the concept, you need to do a lot of.
And when you say the concept, what are you referring to?
That's the concept of mathematics, the principles.
Oh, great.
So if it is about trig, there we talk about the trig ratios, and in writing with the trig ratios, you need to know what is the hypotenuse, you need to know what is the adjacent, you need to know what is the opposite for a right angle triangle, and all these are talked about with reference to a particular angle.
Okay.
So if you are giving a side in a right angle triangle, and you are, let's say you are giving two sides, and you are asked to find a third side.
Okay.
There you use the concept of the Pythagoras' theorem. Now with the Pythagoras' theorem, it helps you to find one side when two sides are of a right angle triangle are given. So before you even start applying the Pythagoras theorem, first of all check whether the triangle under consideration is a right angle triangle. If it is not, then you know that you cannot get the expected answer, and this forms part of the concept. So now I wrote this book because the concept of Pythagoras' theorem and trig is of great challenge to most students.
Okay.
And at a point in time, I have been part of Mathematical Association of Ghana.
Okay.
Since 2008, and normally what the association does is we organize workshop for teachers at the primary, JHS and SHS level, where we take them through challenging topics that they have challenge in teaching in class. Now, most of our workshops, when you ask the teachers some of the topics that they have challenge with, this is one of the aspects that is mentioned. And so it is a challenge to a cross-section of teachers as well as students. Now, I seek to, and meanwhile, it is one of the easy topics.
Okay.
Now, I seek to make it easy for students.
Okay.
So, I can remember when I was at the training college, we had this PE book we call Peglo. At a point in time, some of my friends, they had to break their spine, they pick it sheet by sheet, and then they memorize and then put it down. Now, we have several topics in mathematics.
Okay.
Now, carrying those topics in one book will be quite challenging.
Okay.
So I made it easy to handle, pocket size, so that even during dining, the students could carry it along while they wait for their food. They could still be glancing through. During sports, they can take it along wherever they are going. They can take it and be glancing through. And the book is designed such that it is comprehensive, easy to read, so such that the students can follow it without even a teacher and then get the concept. And everything that is required for the SHS core syllables, core math syllables under this section has been covered. And it not only cover the Pythagoras theorem, all the application of the Pythagoras theorem and trigonometry has been covered. It also covered aspects of bearing, trigonometric graph, and aspect of algebra has also been covered, because algebra is required in getting understanding of Pythagoras theorem. So I did a quick review. Of plane geometry, also that's angle properties of parallel lines in this book. And so basically, once a student get this book, in addition to the stock of other books he has, in fact, he is on his way to success. Now, one may say, just one topic or just a selected topics, but a single mark can let a student fail and get an F, and a single mark can deprive a student who is supposed to get an A from getting an A. And basically in life, we say that if you are going to kill a snake, you must hit the head. If indeed this is a challenge to you, a listener over there, or to a parent who is also listening, then get it, and that is the head of the snake. Once you hit it, you finish.
Thank you very much, Mr. Agbugbola. Okay, so now, how much is this book?
A copy costs just 30 cedis.
That's 30. That's very good, because this book will cost more than that. But thank you very much for making it, giving us this kind of price so that everybody can afford, making the price affordable. Now, if you are listening to us and you have a child who is having challenges with mathematics, Mr. Agbugbola will put his number out there for you to write that number and call him. He's at Accra STEAM Center and a teacher at the Accra High School as a mathematics teacher, somebody who's endowed with a lot of knowledge. I know him personally. He's a great guy that I appreciate and respect so much. That's why he's on the program. So this book, if somebody wants to get some, where would they get it from? Is it approved by NACA?
Yes, please. It has been approved by NACA.
So
and it's on their website, and I think I received the approval letter 2019.
Oh, okay.
2018 or 2019.
Oh, so it's been approved.
It's on their website as a supplementary reader.
Oh, okay.
So basically, I know parents have got other maths books for their wards, but adding this will also be a plus.
So if somebody wants to get a copy of this book, say they sell books in shop and they want to get a copy to sell, where would they get it? Would they have to call you?
Yes, that's it. So
or they can come to the Accra High School.
No, you come to Accra High School
and ask of.
At Accra High School, we have a bookshop in the school.
Okay.
One is inside the school, and then one is also at the extreme end, opposite the German embassy.
Okay.
So when you get there, you can get a copy. And I think I deposited copies at Topman Bookshop, Accra Central.
Okay.
So there too, you can get a copy of the book.
All right. We would like to activate the phone lines. If someone has some concerns and they want you to address, we will ask you to do so. So you can now call us on 0302 20 80 80, 0302 20 80 80. Call and let's talk to our brother, Mr. Agbugbola, and he's here to help you. If you're a parent and your child is having difficulty in mathematics, I think that the solution, one of the things I've learned is that those who are teaching us the math from the basics, the way they teach a math, so psychologically, so it makes you look at it like that's why I really emphasize the point where you said you kept hammering. Yes, so call more tomfo. Bia or ye Jumana so who say or the hammer and bob baby sa nature say baby or bono, and one or any ye papa. I think we really appreciate the fact that you've put this one together and what we use maths for?
Maths is life. It's part of life. If you are sitting down now, your posture is maths.
Okay.
This gadget that we have over here is maths, and that's geometry. So you can see angles over here. In designing these, angles were taken into consideration, shapes, the metal parts were weighed.
That's right.
And then it's all about this. You go to Makola, and the way the Makola women count their monies. So after sales, he put all the five ICDs together. Once he get 10, he put it down, and then he bundles them in tens. The 100 notes in tens, the 200 notes in tens, and that is number basis.
Okay.
So the Makola woman unknowingly is doing mathematics.
Okay.
It's applying mathematics to his or her sales.
Okay.
In some cold stores, you want to buy fish or you want to buy meat, and a scale is put down and is weighed.
That's right.
And based on a figure that is read on the scale, you are told to pay so and so amount.
Wow.
So mathematics is basically an essential part of our life. You cannot do without mathematics.
So teach us about mathematics in cooking rice, for example. What's the math in cooking rice?
The math in cooking rice.
Yes.
First of all.
Okay, there's somebody on the line. Let's pick this one and we'll come back. Hello, good morning.
This is Pastor Ade.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, fine, sir.
Great. Thank you for calling. What's your question?
Thank you too.
Yes.
The copy of the book, you say, where can we get it first?
Okay, so he will answer you. Is there any question you want to ask again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when I listened to him, if I'm not lying, he said you can get the copy from Accra. I don't know whether they can help us to, bring some to Volta region.
Okay. So you are calling us. You are calling us from Ho.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. How is Ho?
Ho is cool.
Wow, thank you very much. So he's going to mention, and then please, my producer will take your number. Okay.
Thank you.
And then after, we'll call you and see if we can use you as an agent to disperse the book for us, sell the book for us.
Thank you.
All right.
I would like him to repeat the price again.
He will do it. 30 Ghana.
It's 30 Ghana.
30 Ghana.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
all
you.
right. Thank you very. Your name again is what? Hello. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for calling. He called us from Ho. So you've gotten an agent at Ho who is going to be selling your books for you. All right. Thank you very much. So, but I think you should answer the questions that he asked. Getting it in Accra, it means he didn't hear. Which part of Accra? You mentioned the place. You said
yes, at the Accra High School.
Okay, you get a copy.
Compound, campus,
okay.
And then Topman Bookshop, Accra Central.
Okay.
Arrangements are being made for other parts of the country. So as and when you need a copy, once you get in touch, I will arrange for you to get a copy anywhere you are in the country.
Okay. Right. So we are talking about rice and math in rice cooking. So tell us.
I think basically before you cook rice, you measure a quantity.
Okay.
So you look at the number of people who are going to consume it when it is cooked. And so there's the concept of measurement, which is mathematics over there. Then you put it on fire. Rice cook within a specific time range. So there's timing over there. And so in timing, we talk about minutes, seconds, or hours. Anything exceeding that will lead to your rice burning.
Okay.
So this talk about mathematics being exact, being specific. So anything beyond that is not unacceptable.
Okay.
So the rice is cooked. You measure the quantity. And then there's a time limit for which it's cooked. Heat is also applied in mass in the cooking. The whole concept about the heat is also mathematics.
Okay,
that's applying mathematics. And if I should come out with the calculation, the rigor calculation that is involved in the heat that is applied in cooking the rice, if I to take it some time.
Okay.
So basically, as I said initially, all that is around us is mathematics, and you cannot do without mathematics. Unknowingly, we apply maths on daily basis
without knowing.
We apply maths on our daily basis without knowing. Yes, please.
Thank you very much. I think you're a great teacher. I really would love to come and sit and listen to you teach. That's beautiful. You make it so simple.
And one thing is that we were talking about STEM.
Great.
And this concept about trigonometry.
Okay, so wait, that's caller. Our time is up. Let's pick this caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Please, what's your name?
My name is Ajoda Jacob.
Oh, Ajoda Jacob. You are calling us from?
Ho.
Oh, okay, Ho. Thank you very much this morning. Ho, people are raining this morning. Okay, ask your question, sir.
Yes, please. I didn't join the conversation early, so I didn't hear the title of the book.
Okay, all right. So please mention the title of the book.
The book is titled Pythagoras' Theorem and Trigonometry.
Please come again.
Pythagoras' Theorem and Trigonometry. In fact, I chose this title because I appreciated it, but the book contains more than the title given it.
So that maybe if I can send for it.
Okay, so this is what I want you to do. Please hold on. Don't hang up yet. Wait for my producer to listen to. Don't hang up. Hold on. They will take your number and we'll call you after the show and make arrangements. Make sure that you get a copy. Thank you very much. All right, so that was another call from Ho. I think the Votarians are mathematicians.
Oh, yes, please.
The Votarians like math. Are you an Eve?
No, I'm a Dangbe.
Are you a Dangbe?
I come from Adan.
Yeah, I think Votarians like math a lot. That's why they are calling.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I can also say that Dangbe is also like math.
Anyway, so thank you very much for coming. Now, we're going to make time for you to come again. I'm sure in the next 3 weeks, we should be able to make an arrangement for you to come back again. We want to see how we can apply mathematics. You mentioned the fact that people unknowingly use it without knowing that it's actually mathematics. And people must appreciate, people don't understand STEM, okay? And what the maths in STEM is. Why the Minister for Education or the President is emphasizing on this STEM education thing. So we need to take our time to break it so that people appreciate it. It looks like some word that has been coined somewhere to come and deceive us. But let's understand that it's more. That's what Mrs. Opari was saying.
STEM is practical.
Practical.
And it's about innovation.
Innovation. That's what.
It's about creativity.
Great.
And that's it. And I think finally, before probably I leave, I want to put this across. Mathematics is easy. Nobody should deceive you that math is difficult. So the fact that your parents didn't do well in math doesn't mean that you are also not going to do well.
That's right.
So just take what we are telling you, the concept and practice, and you can change the story. And when your mother or father who didn't do well in math, your sister who didn't do well, tell you math is difficult, tell them that it is easy. I've been able to make it.
That's right.
And so to those who are preparing for the BEC, to those who are preparing for the WASI, it is not too late. If at a point in time you felt the way you are being handled, math look difficult, I'm just encouraging you that math is easy.
Give us your number. Give us your number. Let's call you when we need help in math. Give us your number.
But my contact is 024 33 44 539.
Hey, math for
024 33 44 539.
539. Okay, so that's 024 33 44 539. 024 3344539. Now, so if someone is manufacturing something or they need a mathematician to be around, to help assist them, you are available.
Oh, yes, please.
Companies can call you, organizations and all that. Yes. Institutions can call you as well. 024 3344 539. Now, our first two callers, those of you who called us from Ho, you have free copies of the book. You have one each. So call back now. If you listen to us and you call back now. Take a code. If they didn't give you a code, sorry, I should have told them. Forgive me. Call back. I think we took their numbers, so we'll call them and ensure that they get a copy of the book. If you had called, you would have gotten a copy of the book as well. Thank you very much, Mr. Gbugbola. Thank you for coming, and thank you, Mr. Abankwa, Kwesi Abankwa. Thank you, Mrs. Olivia Sewa Opare, for coming through this morning on the show. Thank you very much, all of you who listen to us from Ho in the Volta region. We appreciate you so much. And then also my greetings to Togbi Ajon Gaga, Amenya Fiti, the Faith, Paramount Chief, Aflao Traditional Area, and all of you in the Volta region. We want to say good morning to you all. Thank you very much, Honorable Dr. Yaosejuchum, wherever you are. God bless you. God bless all of you who did the listening. Mr. Paddy, God bless you. All of you at the Ministry of Education and all teachers in this country want to say God bless you. See you again next week. Bye.